How's everybody doing out there? Gigi Inspire here. I've been thinking about what's happening out there in the world, and it seems like I have tons and tons of articles that come across my feed that are about the recession and what to do and money. And some people say the market's going to crash, and some people say the market's not going to crash. It's going to go up. The truth is, nobody knows. Okay. But I'm going to give you some tips, some recession tips to make sure that if we are heading into a recession, which I think we are, that you are prepared. And here's the thing. These are tips that we should be doing all the time, you guys, not just for a recession. Like I've been in the money game for 15 years, almost just shy of 15 years. But the thing is that these are good tips for all the time. And if you lived your life this way, you would be much safer in this environment right now. You'd feel a lot better. If you've been doing these things for the last 10 years, you'd be feeling much better right now about your money. So, number one, pay off high interest debt. Okay. Do not stay in debt paying interest to your creditors, anybody that you owe money to with high interest. Now, there are reasons to have interest rates, right? You get a house, you get a car. If you're not able to pay it in cash, fine, but eliminate high interest rate debt. Okay. Increase cash on hand. Make sure that you keep as much money saved as you possibly can. Now, with the market being up and down right now, you might feel like, oh, I don't want to be in a volatile investment. That may be smart for you, right? You're custom for you, but you also need to make sure that you have accessible cash if you need it. If things go wrong, you don't want all your money locked up. Okay. Postpone large unnecessary purchases. We were leaving the house this morning and my daughter was like, Mom, when are we going to get the front yard done? Right? Our neighbors are always like, we hate your neck. We hate your front yard. It's awful. But I'm like, you know what though? It's functional and there's nothing wrong with it. You may not like it, but I don't think it's necessary to redo the whole front yard. It's not a necessary purchase. It would be nice. But so keep that in mind. What are those large unnecessary purchases that you would really like to have right now, but you probably could wait on? Okay. Don't mess with your long-term investments. Remember, when the market is going up and down, we have this tendency to want to pull our money out. Don't mess with your long-term investments. Just let them sit, let them season. I've told plenty of clients, this is not the right time to do this for you. We need to wait. Reevaluate your funds and look at your short-term needs. That kind of goes back to having more cash available to you. Your short-term needs, you need to make sure that you have enough cash on hand to do the things that you need to do. The necessities, needs, not wants. Increase your earning potential. Your best investment is going to be in your skills right now. So if you've lost a job or you're trying to transition, or you're trying to find more income, make investments in yourself and your ability to be able to increase your earning potential. Start a business. There's never a better time than right now to start a business and start taking ownership of your life. If you have questions about that, you can definitely reach out to me. Build an emergency fund, right? Build something to make sure that if the shit happens, that you're ready to go, that you are not panicked and you're not creating more debt because of it. Boost your retirement investments. Double down, right? Remember, keep your cash on hand, but also still continue to remember your long-term, your retirement needs. That's something that future you is going to thank you for. Don't make future you look back at present you and be like, you sucked. You made some really terrible errors that now I have to deal with. I was watching this the other day and they were talking about if you take this study, they did this study where you age somebody and they look at themselves at a further age, it makes them more in tune with that person, right? We're kind of removed from our future selves. But if you can look at yourself and start thinking about, who is that person? What does their life look like? What do I want them to be? Who do I want them to be? That helps you make some decisions now that are for future use. Be aware, right? Refinance. You may be able to refinance your house if it makes sense. If it makes sense. Okay. Increase your possible sources of income. Same thing I was talking about, creating a business. Trying to make multiple streams of income, because you never know. Things are unpredictable in recessions. Decrease your cost of living. Lean and mean, baby. Lean and mean. You do not need to overspend on things right now. You need to be smart about what's going out versus what's coming in. If you need help in that area, happy to help you. I love talking about money and how to make it work better for you. So reach out to me if you have questions about that. Maybe move to a different state. That could happen. I don't know what state you're in that you're watching this, but you may be able to decrease your cost of living by moving to a different state if that's an option. If your job is virtual or you have a way to be able to do it, to work from home. And then my last one is don't panic. Panic management is one of the things that happens, and we make tremendous mistakes when we're in panic management mode. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? You want to make sure that you have a large reserve of cash underneath you so you can make good decisions that are not just for the short-term immediate emergency, but for good for you for short-term, for mid-term, and for long-term. So get your money together, get your head about you, and just be inspired for a better life. Be smart about your money, make some good choices, and your future you will absolutely thank you. Be inspired, guys. Take care.